Good morning to students. तृप्तिगौण, प्रगति, माधुरी पवार, सर्जा रुतिका, सुप्रिया, मोहिनी काळे, नाडे, संभाजी, प्रीति, निकिता, ओके, अनुराधा गिरी, इमरान नाज, ओके. Students, I am going to tell you it is compulsory for all the students to attend the online lectures to appear the final semester examination. आप सभी को मैं स्ट्रिक्टली वार्निंग दे रहा हूँ, सभी बच्चों को ऑनलाइन सभी लेक्चर्स करना जरूरी है, तभी आप फाइनल सेमेस्टर एग्जाम को बैठ सकते हैं, नहीं तो यू आर नॉट एलिजिबल टू अटेंड द फायनल एक्झामिनेशन. ओके, सर्वांना सूचना आहे, प्रत्येकाने कंपल्सरी लेक्चर करणं गरजेचं आहे, नाहीतर तुम्हाला फायनल सेमिस्टर एग्जामला बसता येणार नाही, सेकंड सेमिस्टरला बसता येणार नाही. ओके, नाउ टुडे वी शॅल डिस्कस द नेक्स्ट कन्सेप्ट रिगार्डिंग द पार्शियल डिफरन्शियल इक्वेशन, that is a Euler's equation for homogeneous function. Now how to find out the partial differential equation if the given function is homogeneous function? If the given function is in the form of a revolution of a surface around about the z-axis. Actually we have seen in the last lectures here. In the last lecture we have seen the concept of a partial differential equation is belonging to the curves in the three-dimensional geometry, and you know that the curves in a three-dimensional geometry, which is the intersection of two surfaces. Curves in a three-dimensional geometry, which is the intersection of two surfaces. See here, students. So we shall discuss the partial differential equation for the different surfaces, for the different curves. Now in the last lecture we have seen that surface of a revolution, we have seen the surface of a revolution, if the function of the type z is equals to f of r, and r can be expressed in the form of a function of x and y, then the z is equals to f of r, which gives the surface generated due to the revolution of a curve about a z-axis. Or we can write, see this, the function which is of the form, z is equals to f of x comma y, z is equals to f of x comma y, which gives the surface generated due to the revolution of the curve about the z-axis. So the many surfaces of a revolution with z-axis as the revolution of the form z is equals to f of r, and we can write r is equals to x square plus y square bracket raised to 1 by 2. This is some particular function, that is we can express the surface generated due to the revolution of the curve about the z-axis can be expressed by z is equals to f of x comma y. See this, z is equals to f of x comma y. 1 minute. So we can write the surface generated in the form of z is equals to f of x comma y, and yesterday we have seen the formation of the partial differential equation. We have expressed the partial differential equation due to this. आठवते का रे स्टूडेंट्स? 1 minute पाहू द्या, 1 minute, कोण कोण आहे ऑनलाइन पाहू द्या. Surfaces generated due to the revolution of the x-axis and y-axis, which can be expressed by the function z is equals to f of x comma y, And yesterday we have calculated how to find the surface generated due to the Yesterday we have find the process to obtain the partial differential equation which satisfies the surface generated due to the revolution of a curve. अपन कल yesterday we have seen this. कल के लास्ट लेक्चर में हमने डिस्कस किया है हाउ टू फाइंड आउट द पार्शियल डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन विच सेटिस्फाइज द सरफेस जनरेटेड बाय रिवोल्यूशन. Okay, surface generated by the revolution. See this is the partial differential equation. This is the partial differential equation of the first order which satisfies the surface which is revolving about the z-axis. This is the process for finding the partial differential equation. So we shall take the example based on this. आता याच्यावरचेच बेस्ड आपण एक्झाम्पल घेऊ. So write down example second. See this. Find the partial differential equation for the function given below by eliminating f. So first problem, z is equals to f of x square minus y square. See this, we have given a function z is equals to f of x comma y square. I is like this, x, y, and we shall consider this is the z. Then we have to find out the surface generated due to the revolution of the curve, whatever may be. आता हा कर्व कुठल्याही टाइप मध्ये असू शकतो. एक रफ आयडिया I am going to express in rough idea due to the generation. Suppose this is a point P and we have given the point here. This is x comma y, z in this way. This is x, this is y. So we will get the point z which is a function of x comma y. Or we can write this point P. Suppose P is x comma y comma z. Now we have to find out the partial differential equation which satisfies the curve z is equals to, given by curve z is equals to f of x square minus y square. Okay. Now we have to solve this in this way, that is the surface of revolution which is given in the form z is equals to f of r, and r can be expressed by x square plus y square bracket raised to 1 by 2. In this way, this is example here, given that z is equals to f of x square minus y square. So we can write this z is equals to, suppose f of r, or you can take r, f of r, suppose this is 1, where let, I shall consider this let, where r is equals to x square minus y square. Now we have to find out the partial differential equation in this way. First of all, calculate, differentiate with respect to x of z, then differentiate with respect to y of z, and then calculate the value. So we can write now differentiating equation 1 partially with respect to x. So we can write therefore dou z by dou x आता डो झेड बाय डो आर मीन्स एफ डॅश ऑफ आर into dou z by dou r, sorry, dou r by dou x. See this, we have to differentiate this. Z is equals to f of r. Z is a function of r and which is again a function of x and y. We have to differentiate this z with respect to x partially, then dou z by dou x, which is equals to f dash of r into dou r bar by dou x, or we can write also dou f by dou x, dou f by dou r. F dash of r means actually dou f by dou r into dou r by dou x. So dou z by dou x, which is also denoted by p, no problem, f dash of r into dou r by, now we have to calculate partial derivative of r with respect to x. चला रे स्टूडेंट, प्रत्येकाने आन्सर देत चलायचं. What is the partial derivative of r with respect to x? Dou r by dou x. हाँ चला रे सांगा. Now you tell me dou z by dou r, which is given by 2x. Okay, so dou z by dou x, which is denoted by the notation p, which is small p, which is f dash of x into 2x. So we can write f dash of x is equals to, sorry, f dash of r, which is equals to p divided by 2x. Suppose this is equation number 1. Second, Manisha Mali, Rachna, very good. Now also we have to differentiate this equation 1 partially with respect to y. So also differentiating equation 1 partially with respect to y. So we can write dou z by dou y, which is equals to, now see this, z is a function of r, again r is a function of, r is again a function of x and y. So we can write, partial derivative of z with respect to x with respect to y is dou z by dou y, which is equals to dou f by dou r into dou r by dou x. So dou f by dou r means which is denoted by f dash of r and f dash of r into dou r by dou y. So it is denoted by dou z by dou r, which is given by q. F dash of r put as it is r. Now you tell me student, r is given, what is that r? R is equals to x square minus y square. Now you tell me what is the value of x square minus y square? Dou r by dou y. So we have to differentiate this with respect to y, then we get minus 2y. बरोबर आहे का रे students? So we can write this as, therefore f dash of r is equals to minus q divided by 2y. Suppose this is equation number 3. Now we have to find out the partial differential equation. We have to find out the partial differential equation which satisfies the equation of the surface. Equation of the surface which is revolving about the z axis. यहाँ पे देखो हम जो पार्शियल डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन स्टडी कर रहे हैं, वो जो पार्शियल डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन का हम जो भी स्टडी कर रहे हैं वो रिलेटेड टू द सरफेसेस. अब हमारा अप्रोच क्या है? पार्शियल डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन की स्टडी हम रिलेटेड टू द सरफेसेस कर रहे हैं, यानी कि आपको हर जगह पे सरफेसेस को अप्रोच करना है. यू हैव टू यूज द रिलेशन बिटवीन सरफेसेस एंड पार्शियल डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन. So we have to find out the partial differential equation which satisfies the given surfaces. Okay, so now from 2 and 3 we can eliminate. From 2 and 3, left sides are same, so we can write right side. What is that right sides here? P divided by 2x, which is equals to q divided by minus q divided by 2y. These two will be get cancelled. So we can write Py which is equals to minus Qx. So we can write Py plus Qx which is equals to 0. See this is the required partial differential equation, or we can also write P means y into dou z by dou x plus x into dou z by dou y which is equals to 0. This is the required partial differential equation which satisfies here. This is the required partial differential equation satisfied by the surface. This is the required partial differential equation which is the required partial differential equation. समजते का पहा. Now we shall take the another example. Second example. What is that second example? Z is equals to f of x into y divided by z. Actually we have to find out the partial differential equation which satisfies the surface generated by the equation z is equals to f of x comma y divided by z. So given function is z is equals to f of x into y upon z, we consider this as a f of r. Z is equals to f of r. Suppose this is equation number 1. Now we have to find out the partial differential equation which satisfies the surface, generated surface due to the given function or due to the revolution of the given function about the z axis. So now where we shall consider this, let z is equals to f of x, r is equals to x into y divided by z. Okay, now we have to find out the surface generated due to this. Now differentiating equation 1 partially with respect to x. Therefore dou z by dou x which is equals to f dash of r into dou r bar by dou x. So we can write dou z by dou x which is equals to f dash of r. Now we have to take partial derivative of r with respect to x. If we differentiate this r with partially with respect to x, then we have to consider another terms. आता ज्या बाकीच्या टर्म्स आहेत त्या तुम्हाला कशा कन्सिडर करावं लागणार आहेत? कॉन्स्टंट टर्म कन्सिडर करावं लागणार आहेत. वी हॅव टू कन्सिडर द रिमेनिंग टर्म्स एज अ कॉन्स्टंट. सो आता डो झेड बाय डो एक्स हे टर्म्स कन्सिडर करत असताना ही व्हॅल्यू घेत असताना वी हॅव टू कन्सिडर दिस एज अ constant. So dou z by dou x is equals to with respect to x, then we can write that is y divided by z. So again we can ठीक है also. So f dash of r is equals to, we can write, so we can write this as a suppose okay. So y divided by z, so it will be okay. Kail pa, that is y divided by z, p into x z divided by y, p into z divided by y. So this is the equation number 2. Also differentiating equation 1 by partially with respect to y. So we can write dou z by dou y, which is equals to f dash of r into dou r by dou y. So it is denoted by q f dash of r, which is into, we can write dou z by dou y means x divided by z. So we can write f dash of r, which is equals to qz divided by x. Suppose this is equation number 3. From equations 2 and 3, from equations 2 and 3 we can write, कसे लिहिता येईल पाहता. So left side is same, so p z divided by y, which is equals to qz divided by x. So we can write p upon y, which is equals to q upon x. So we can separate this px, which is equals to qy. So we can write px minus qy, which is equals to 0. So this can be written as, so we can write directly, this is the required, this is the required partial differential equation which satisfies the surface given by equation 1. Okay, now we shall move towards, लक्षात आलं का रे students? Now we shall move towards the next problem. तुम्हाला होमवर्क देतो मी, त्या पद्धतीने करा. सेम आहेत होमवर्क. थर्ड नंबरचा सेम. Find the partial differential equation by eliminating f which satisfies the given surface. Okay, तर y z is equals to f of y by x. ठीक आहे, मी हे प्रॉब्लेम सॉल्व करून दाखवतो, होमवर्कच्या ऐवजी सॉल्व करून दाखवतो. f of y by x. So given function is z is equals to f of y by x. So we consider this as a let z is equals to f of y by x means we consider r, where r is equals to y by x. Now suppose this is equation number 1. Differentiating equation 1 partially with respect to x. So we can write dou z by dou x, which is equals to, now if we differentiate this partially with respect to x, हा चला रे, y by x चा डेरिव्हेटिव्ह with respect to r चा dou r by dou x सांगा. सर्वांनी आन्सर सांगत चला फास्ट. What is the value of dou r by dou x? Dou r by dou x. So f dash of r into dou r by dou x. So f dash of r into, y is a constant because we are differentiating with respect to x. So value of y by x is y, it is derivative of x with respect to x. We have to consider minus 1 upon x square. So this is a suppose p. So we can write p is equals to minus y divided by x square into f dash of r. So we can write f dash of r, which is equals to minus px square divided by y. Suppose this is equation number 2. Also differentiating equation 1 partially with respect to y. So we can write dou z by dou y, which is a function of r. So f dash of r into dou r by dou y. So put this value dou z by dou y, which is given by f dash of r into, what is the, सांगा रे student, now what is the value? If r is y by x, then dou r by dou y, what is the value? Dou r by dou y. 1/x साइज इट इज राहतो, y चा डेरिव्हेटिव्ह विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू y 1 येतो, सो 1/x. So it will be q is equals to 1/x into f dash of r. So we can write f dash of r is equals to qx, q into x. So we consider this equation as a 3. From 2 and 3, from 2 and 3 we can write, left side same आहे ना, मग right side घेऊ, minus px square divided by y, which is equals to qx. So it can be written as minus px square, which is equals to qxy. So we can write this as a px square plus qxy, which is equals to 0. You can remove this x. So px plus qy, which is equals to 0. So this is the required differential equation. पहा सर्व या पद्धतीत येतात. This is the required, this is the required partial differential equation which satisfies the curve which is revolving about x-axis. Now we shall consider another example. आता असेच आहेत काही एक्झाम्पल तुम्हाला मी देतो, तुम्ही ते सॉल्व करा. होमवर्क साठी देतो, होमवर्क. फर्स्ट z is equals to f of x square plus y square. Second, z is equals to f of r, comma r is equals to x square plus xy plus y square. Third, z is equals to f of x into y, f of x into y. Fourth, z is equals to f of r, where r is equals to x cube into y square. Okay, now we shall move towards the next concept, homogeneous Euler's equation. आजचा जो आपला जो टायटल आहे, हे कालच्या मेथडचे प्रॉब्लेम आपण सॉल्व केले. वी हॅव सॉल्व्ड अप टिल द प्रॉब्लेम्स बेस्ड ऑन yesterday's method, that is to find the partial differential equation, first order partial differential equation which satisfies the surface generated due to the revolution of a curve about z-axis. This is the problems based on that. Now today we shall discuss the Euler's function for homogeneous differential equation. If this function, if the functions which are arrived in homogeneous form, आता जर हे फंक्शन होमोजिनियस फॉर्म मध्ये असतील, सी दिस ॲक्च्युअली आता इथंच मी सांगतो, एक एक्झाम्पल पाचवा देतो म्हणजे लक्षात येतं. सपोज z इज इक्वल्स टू f of r, comma r is equals to x cube plus 2xy plus y square. Pa, in the first example we have given the function x square plus y square. This is a homogeneous function. In the second example we have given r is also homogeneous function of degree 2. Third is also homogeneous function of degree 2. आणि पहा आता फिफ्थ एक्झाम्पल थोडं चेक करा. दिस इज ऑल्सो नॉन होमोजेनियस फंक्शन बिकॉज द डिग्री वी कांट डिफाइन दिस इन द थर्ड एग्जाम्पल, इन द फिफ्थ एग्जाम्पल द गिवन फंक्शन इज अ नॉन होमोजीनियस। अगर हमारे पास गिवन फंक्शन होमोजीनियस है तो उसका पार्शियल डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन हम अलग तरीके से शॉर्ट लिव निकाल भी सकते हैं बाय यूजिंग Euler's equation. This is the special equation. Euler equation is a specially given to find the partial differential equation, to form the partial differential equation if a given function is homogeneous. So today we shall discuss that example, Euler's function for homogeneous equation. That means we can form the partial differential equation in the first order if a given function is homogeneous. जर दिलेला फंक्शन homogeneous असेल, if a given function is homogeneous, then we can find the partial differential equation. ही एक मेथड आहे. So we shall discuss. First of all, we shall discuss what is mean by homogeneous function. तुम्हाला आता माहित पाहिजे अगोदर what is mean by homogeneous function. homogeneous function म्हणजे काय हे तुम्हाला अगोदर समजलं पाहिजे. तर इथं मी अगोदर डेफिनेशन सांगतो homogeneous function ची. A function f of x comma y which is given by, this is a polynomial function, a0 x raised to n, a1 x raised to n minus 1y, a2 x raised to n minus 2y square, dot 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 in this way an y raised to n. Here the expression or the function f of x comma y is a polynomial in terms of x and y such that degree of each term is same and that is n combined. See this. आता याचा डिग्री पा n आहे. इथं पा व्हेरिएबल इंडिपेंडंट व्हेरिएबल आहे. x is independent variable, y is independent variable. So the degree of this combined second term n minus 1 plus 1 means it is again n, means degree of each term is n, x raised to n minus 2, y raised to 2, x is also independent, y is also independent. So its combined degree we can express in terms of 2. n minus 2 plus 2 means which is again n. So each term having a degree n. So degree of this polynomial is given by n. Now we can express this polynomial, we can express this function in such a way that f of x is equals to, we can take a common x raised to n, then we get x raised to n into a0 plus x raised to n common काढा रे, plus a1 y by x plus a2 y by x bracket square plus a3 y by x bracket cube dot 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 an y by x. That means we can express this function f of x comma y which is equals to x raised to n into f of y by x having a degree n. So if we can express a given function f of x comma y which is equals to x raised to n into f of y by x, then such a functions are called as a homogeneous function. So how to define the homogeneous functions here? Definition for the homogeneous function. How to define the homogeneous function, and then we shall move towards the partial derivative of the homogeneous function. A function, homogeneous function ची definition आहे पहा. A function f of x comma y is said to be a homogeneous function is said to be homogeneous function of x and y of degree n if it satisfies किंवा we can express that function in the form f of x comma y which is equals to lambda raised to n f of x comma y, we can express, or which satisfies the condition f of x comma y is equals to lambda raised to n f of x comma y, or we can express that function f of x comma y is equals to x raised to n f of y by x. आता नेक्स्ट आपल्याला काय करायचे पहा, जर फंक्शन होमोजिनियस असेल तर त्याचं पार्शियल डिफरन्शियल इक्वेशन कसं फाइंड आउट करायचं. This is given by Euler's function. So we shall write this condition of the Euler's function if z is equals to f of x comma y, if z is equals to f of x comma y be a homogeneous function, be a homogeneous function of x and y of degree n, then by the Euler's theorem, the function f of x comma y satisfies. कोण सांगतं रे, सांगता येतं का? Can you tell me, Rachna? Can you tell me what is the Euler's function for the partial differential equation? If the function is homogeneous, then its partial differential equation we can write directly. Can you tell me? भागवत, प्रीती, सारिका, इंद्रायणी, गणेश काळे, अनुराधा, तुम्हाला आठवतंय का ते पा झालेलं आहे पूर्वी पण. सो इट सॅटिस्फाईज द फर्स्ट ऑर्डर पार्शियल डिफरन्शियल इक्वेशन what is that? X into dou z by dou x, okay, plus y into dou z by dou y, which is equals to nz, or we can write that is, यालाच असं सुद्धा लिहिता येतं x into fx. fx means partial derivative of f with respect to x, plus y into fy. f suffix y आहे लक्षात ठेवा. This is fx means f suffix x means partial derivative of f with respect to x. fy means partial derivative with respect to y, which is equals to nz, n into f. Or we can write dou z by dou x means, which is denoted by p. So we can write px plus qy, which is equals to nz. See this. This is called as a Euler's condition. You can use this, you can use this. They are same. They are same. Where n is the degree of, n is degree of f of x comma y, means degree of this polynomial. Degree of this polynomial. See this. This is the Euler's equation for homogeneous function. आता इथं पहा, आपण जे या मेथडनं प्रॉब्लेम सॉल्व केलेले आहेत ऑलरेडी. We have solved the problems based on this. Z is equals to f of x square plus y square. Z is equals to f of x. आता या प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये यहाँ पे देखो, फंक्शन मे और मे नॉट बी होमोजीनियस. यहाँ पे फंक्शन होमोजीनियस हो सकता है, नहीं भी हो सकता है. Then we have to solve, we have to find the partial differential equation in this method. बट अगर फंक्शन होमोजीनियस होता है तो हमें इस तरह से शॉर्टली वी कैन यूज दिस फार्मूला. यू कैन यूज डायरेक्टली दिस फार्मूला. आपण डायरेक्टली हा फार्मूला यूज करू शकतो. जर फंक्शन होमोजिनियस असेल तर पार्शियल डिफरन्शियल इक्वेशन डायरेक्टली आपण या पद्धतीने लिहू शकतो. इफ अ गिवन फंक्शन इज इन द होमोजिनियस फॉर्म. सो दिस इज द शॉर्टकट टू फाइंड the partial differential equation for the homogeneous function. Okay, now आता याच्यावरचे example घेऊ, problems घेऊ. See this example based on the Euler's equation or the examples based on the partial differential equation. This is the first example here. If u is equals to, you can use u or you can use z. इथं काय अडचण नाही. You can write z also. If z is equals to cot inverse of x plus y divided by root x plus root y, then we have to show that its partial differential equation is x into dou u by dou x plus y into dou u by dou y plus 1 by 4 into sin 2u. We have to prove this. यानी कि देखो यहाँ पे z इज इक्वल्स टू, z लिहिला तर u च्या जागी तुम्ही z लिहू शकता, काय अडचण नाही. झडच घ्या, पुढे आपण झडच वापरलेला आहे. ठीक आहे, इथे झड घ्या. यू कॅन यूज झड, काय अडचण नाही. झड ठीक आहे, असू द्या, काय अडचण नाही. झड यू घेतलात काय, झड घेतलेलात काय, एकच येईल. ठीक आहे. नाउ सी दिस, u इज इक्वल्स टू कॉट इनवर्स ऑफ x प्लस y डिवाइड बाय रूट ऑफ x स्क्वेअर, रूट ऑफ x प्लस रूट ऑफ y. Then we have to show that its partial differential equation is x into dou u by dou x plus y into dou u by dou y plus 1 by 4 sin 2u. Now suppose the solutions here. Let z is equals to, we have considered z is equals to u is equals to cot inverse of x plus y divided by root x plus root y. आता या cot inverse ला लेफ्ट ला घ्या. cot inverse simplify करा, कारण we have to show the given function is homogeneous. So we can write z is equals to cot u, cot inverse होता ना. जर या cot inverse ला जर तुम्ही इथं लेफ्ट ला घेतला तर इनवर्स फंक्शन ची डेफिनेशन यूज करा. इनवर्स, सपोज y is equals to f inverse of x, then according to the definition of the inverse function we can write f of y is equals to x. So in this way we can write, suppose u is equals to cot inverse of x plus y divided by root x plus root y, then we can write cot inverse of, that is we have considered z is equals to cot u is equals to x plus y upon root of x plus y. Suppose this is 1. Now this given function is here, this given function 1 is a homogeneous. Here z is a homogeneous function of x comma y having a degree 1 by 2. आता होमोजेनियस फंक्शन कशामुळे आहे लक्षात ठेवा, मी बाजूला तुम्हाला सॉल्व करून दाखवतो. व्हाय वी कॅन से दॅट दिस इज अ होमोजेनियस फंक्शन. तर आपल्याला होमोजेनियस फंक्शन कसं दाखवायचं हे तर ऑलरेडी झालेलं आहे. दोन्ही पद्धतीपैकी एका पद्धतीने तुम्ही होमोजेनियस दाखवू शकता. तर या ठिकाणी आपण काय करू, हा होमोजेनियस कशामुळे आहे, आय शॅल एक्सप्रेस दिस. सपोज एफ ऑफ एक्स कॉमा वाय, मी फक्त एक एक्झाम्पल दाखवतो, विच इज इक्वल्स टू x plus y divided by root x plus root y. Now we can take a common, highest power of x common काढा न्यूमरेटर मधनं 1 plus y by x डिवाइड बाय डिनॉमिनेटर मधनं हायेस्ट पॉवर कॉमन काढा, रूट x कॉमन काढा, 1 plus root y by root x, root y by root x. So x divided by root x means we can express this. याला कसं लिहिता येतं, x divided by root x means we can write root x in a bracket 1 plus y by x divided by 1 plus root y by x. हा म्हणजेच आपण असं लिहू शकतो, we can write root x means x raised to 1 by 2 f of y by x. आणि जर फंक्शन f of x comma y which is expressed in terms of x raised to n into f of y by x, then n is called as a degree of that homogeneous function. So here we have expressed this f of x comma y, see here f of x comma y which is equals to x raised to 1 by 2 f of y by x. So this 1 by 2 is called as a degree of that homogeneous function and the given function is called as a homogeneous function. हे समजून सांगितलं, डिटेल मध्ये जायची गरज नाहीये. So we can say that the given function is homogeneous. whose degree is 1/2. Now by the Euler's theorem, मग जर फंक्शन होमोजिनियस असेल तर आपण Euler's theorem वापरतो, x into dou z by dou x plus y into dou z by dou y which is equals to nz. मग we can use x into dou z by dou x plus y into dou z by dou y which is equals to nz. n ची व्हॅल्यू माहित आहे. आता काय काय कॅल्क्युलेट करायचे आपल्याला, डो झेड बाय डो एक्स कॅल्क्युलेट करायचे, डो झेड बाय डो वाय कॅल्क्युलेट करून इक्वेशन 2 मध्ये आणून ठेवा, म्हणजे हे आपलं रिक्वायर्ड प्रूफ होतं. सो नाव झेड इज इक्वल्स टू कॉट यू. आपण सिंपल फॉर्म घेऊ आता, झेड इज इक्वल्स टू कॉट यू. सो डो झेड बाय डो एक्स इज इक्वल्स टू कॉट यू चा डेरिव्हेटिव्ह मायनस कोसेक स्क्वेअर यू इंटू डो यू बाय डो एक्स. ऑल्सो डिफरन्शिएटिंग विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू वाय, डो झेड बाय डो वाय इज इक्वल्स टू कॉट स्क्वेअर यू चा डेरिव्हेटिव्ह काय येतो पहा, कॉट यू चा डेरिव्हेटिव्ह मायनस कोसेक स्क्वेअर यू इंटू डो यू बाय डो वाय, बिकॉज यू इज अगेन अ फंक्शन ऑफ एक्स अँड वाय. यू हा एक्स वाय चा फंक्शन आहे. मग इक्वेशन 3 आणि इक्वेशन 4 ला ऑयलर्स इक्वेशन मध्ये ठेवा. मग ऑयलर इक्वेशन मध्ये ठेवल्यामुळं त्याचं पार्शियल डिफरन्शियल इक्वेशन होतं, एक्स इंटू डो झेड बाय डो एक्स मीन्स कोसेक स्क्वेअर यू डो यू बाय डो एक्स, वाय मीन्स वाय आयज इट इज, इथं वाय आयज इट इज, डो झेड बाय डो वाय ची व्हॅल्यू रिप्लेस करा, कोसेक स्क्वेअर यू इंटू डो यू बाय डो वाय विच इज इक्वल्स टू एन झेड. n means 1/2, z is it is, z means cot u, z means cot u. So we can write this dividing by cosec square u minus cosec square u na divide kara, then remaining term is x into dou u by dou x plus y into dou u by dou y which is equals to minus 1/2 cot u divided by cosec square u. But we have to prove this particular result, x into dou u by dou x plus y into dou u by dou y plus 1/4 sin u. Now you have to solve the combination. मग याला सॉल्व करा, x into dou u by dou x plus y into dou u by dou y which is equals to minus 1/2 cos u upon sin u into sin square u. sin square u कसा झाला, cot u means cos u upon sin u आणि 1 upon cosec square u means sin square u. विद्यार्थी माझ्यासोबत लिहू नका रे, तुम्ही आन्सर द्या, विचारलेल्या क्वेश्चनचे आन्सर द्या, नंतर लिहून घ्या, कारण मी थोडं स्पीडमध्ये घेतो, तुमचं लिहिणं नाही होत. नंतर व्हिडिओ रिवाइज करून लिहून घ्या किंवा स्क्रीनशॉट काढून लिहून घ्या. नाव दिस साइन स्क्वेअर साइन विल बी गेट कॅन्सल, साइन यू इंटू कॉस यू. वी कॅन यूज द फॉर्म्युला फॉर साइन यू इंटू कॉस यू इफ देर एक्झिस्ट 2. मग 2 न डिवाइड मल्टिप्लाय करा, 1/4 इंटू 2 साइन यू कॉस यू. देन वी कॅन राईट अ साइन 2 sin u cos u चा फॉर्म्युला, 2 sin theta into cos theta चा फॉर्म्युला काय असतो रे, sin 2 theta. So we get 1/4 sin 2u. Therefore the required partial differential equation is x into dou u by dou x plus y into dou u by dou y plus 1/4 sin 2u. This is the application of Euler's function for homogeneous function, Euler equation for homogeneous function. हे फक्त homogeneous function साठी वापरता येतं, लक्षात घ्या. ओके, now we shall move towards the second example. आता आपण सेकंड एक्झाम्पल कडे जाऊ. सेम प्रोसेस, एक्झाम्पल नंबर 2. इफ u is equals to log of x square plus y square divided by x plus y, then prove that to theta. Very good. भोसले ऋतुजा, ठीक आहे. Now u is equals to log of x square plus y square divided by x plus y, then prove that x into dou u by dou x plus y into dou u by dou y which is equals to 1. We have to prove this result. Okay, no problem. Now suppose that z is equals to, we have considered this function as a z is equals to u is equals to log of x square plus y square divided by x plus y. Now we know that inverse of log is exponential. See this, log of a to the base which is equals to c असेल, then we can write A is equals to B raised to C. This is the inverse process of a logarithmic function. आता इथं विचार करा, एवढ्याच फंक्शनचा इथं बेसचा लॉग ई आहे. वी कॅन एक्सप्रेस दिस इन द फॉर्म ऑफ एक्सपोनेन्शियल, म्हणून इकडं ई येतो, ई रेज टू बेस. इथं लॉगचा बेस काही नाही म्हणजे ई असतो. सपोज दॅट इफ द बेस ऑफ दिस लॉग इज ई, देन वी कॅन राईट ई रेज टू यू इज इक्वल्स टू z is equals to e raised to u log of here z is equals to e raised to u. We can express this log in terms of u, which is x square plus y square divided by x plus y. आता मला सांगा बरं, हे होमोजिनियस फंक्शन आहे पण याची डिग्री किती आहे? वी कॅन एक्सप्रेस दिस होमोजिनियस फंक्शन. होमोजिनियस फंक्शन आहे पण डिग्री काढायची आहे. याला होमोजिनियस फंक्शन का म्हणायचं मी सांगतो. f of x comma y which is equals to x square plus y square divided by x plus y. Highest power common काढा, which is equals to x square common काढा, x1 plus y square divided by x square divided by x in a bracket 1 plus y by x. x square x cancel होतो, इथं येतो x in a bracket 1 plus y by x bracket square divided by 1 plus y by x. So it can be written as x f of y by x. And if f of x comma y, which can be expressed in terms of x into f of y by x, then it is called as homogeneous function. आणि x चा जो power असतो तो म्हणजे degree असतो. So we can write here the given function z is a homogeneous function in x and y whose degree is 1, that is n is equals to 1. Then by the Euler's theorem, degree is 1 म्हणजेच n is equals to 1. Then by the Euler's theorem, x into dou z by dou x plus y into dou z by dou y which is equals to nz. मग सेम प्रोसेस आहे, z is equals to e raised to u, dou z by dou x काढा, dou z by dou y काढा, Euler इक्वेशन मध्ये ठेवा. Euler इक्वेशन म्हणजे 2 मध्ये ठेवा. 2 मध्ये ठेवल्यानंतर काय येतो, e रेज टू यू न डिवाइड करा, z म्हणजे e रेज टू यू आहे. सो वी गेट x into dou u by dou x plus y into dou u by dou y which is equals to 1 and hence proved. व्हेरी गुड. संभाजी जाधव, आज्ञा वडवळे, स्वप्नील, मनीषा, सारिका, ऋतिका, नेहा, सुप्रिया, व्हेरी गुड. नाव ठीक आहे. सेम अशा पद्धतीनं हा थर्ड फंक्शन आहे. थर्ड प्रॉब्लेम यू कॅन सॉल्व धिस. If u is equals to this, then we have to show that its partial differential equation is, याला ठीक आहे, हा असा येतो. हे त्याचे एक्झाम्पल आहेत. सेम प्रोसेसमध्ये यू कॅन सॉल्व धिस. सेम प्रोसेस. आता वेळ झालेला आहे त्यामुळं मी तुम्हाला समजून सांगत नाही जास्त. त्यानंतर फोर्थ एक्झाम्पल. फोर्थ एक्झाम्पल इज ऑल्सो सेम ॲज लाईक थर्ड एक्झाम्पल. सेम प्रोसेस. If u is equals to sin inverse of root x minus root y divided by root x plus root y, then show that x into dou u by dou x plus y into dou u by dou y which is equals to 0. त्याचं पार्शियल डिफरन्शियल इक्वेशन दाखवायचे. सो वी कॅन राईट सेम प्रोसेस. इथं आपण सेम प्रोसेसनं सॉल्व करू शकतो. दिस इज द Euler's theorem. बाय युजिंग Euler's theorem वी कॅन राईट दिस वन. आणि इथं होमोजिनियस डिग्री आहे. हा होमोजिनियस फंक्शन आहे, त्याचा डिग्री किती येतो, 0 येतो. इथं दाखवलंय पहा, होमोजिनियस फंक्शन आहे, त्याचा डिग्री 0 कसा आलेला आहे तो. सो वी कॅन राईट द होमोजिनियस फंक्शन इन द Euler's इक्वेशन, पुट दिस व्हॅल्यू, देन वी गेट द रिझल्ट x into dou u by dou x plus y into dou u by dou y which is equals to 0. These are the examples based on the Euler's function. How to form the partial differential equation by using Euler's function. These are the examples. Okay. आता याचे होमवर्क्स मी दिलेले आहेत. होमवर्क तुम्ही ते करा. इक्वेशन नंबर सपोज 5. इक्वेशन नंबर 5. सो इफ u इज इक्वल्स टू साइन इनवर्स ऑफ, इथं v धरा, इथं v घ्या. ठीक आहे, याला v कन्सिडर करून तुम्हाला सॉल्व करता येईल, काही अडचण नाही. तर या पद्धतीने यू हॅव टू सॉल्व धिस. u इज इक्वल्स टू साइन इनवर्स ऑफ x स्क्वेअर प्लस y स्क्वेअर प्लस z स्क्वेअर आता इथं कन्सिडर करत असताना काय कन्सिडर करा, v इज इक्वल्स टू u इज इक्वल्स टू साइन इनवर्स ऑफ दिस. सो v इज इक्वल्स टू साइन u which is equals to x square plus y square plus z square divided by x plus y plus z. अशा पद्धतीनं सॉल्व करून मग हे इक्वेशन प्रूव्ह करा. मग हे इक्वेशन प्रूव्ह करा. असं प्रूव्ह होतं, काही अडचण नाही आहे. ओके. सो नाउ वी कॅन राईट. इथं v घ्या आणि हां चला ठीक आहे, इथं u येईल. u येईल का v येईल बघा, इथं चेक करा एकदा. पुन्हा हा सेकंड प्रॉब्लेम आहे, u इज इक्वल्स टू साइन इनवर्स ऑफ एक्स स्क्वेअर प्लस वाय स्क्वेअर डिवाइड बाय एक्स प्लस वाय. हा पण सॉल्व करा. हे दोन प्रॉब्लेम होमवर्कला सॉल्व करा. करताय का किरण जाधव? इथं थोडं चेक करा. u इज इक्वल्स टू डो यू बाय डो एक्स वाय, हां u x इंटू डो यू बाय डो एक्स प्लस वाय इंटू डो यू बाय डो वाय प्लस झेड इंटू डो यू बाय डो झेड प्लस 3 टॅन यू. पण हे प्रूव्ह करत असताना झेड घ्यायचं नाही, व्ही घेऊन करायचं. v इज इक्वल्स टू साइन यू इज इक्वल्स टू, अशा पद्धतीनं कन्वर्ट करा. हे हिंट आहे ही. दिस इज द हिंट ऑफ दिस फर्स्ट प्रॉब्लेम अँड सॉल्व दिस प्रॉब्लेम. ओके. होमवर्क करा, हे सेम आहेत, सर्वच्या सर्व होमवर्क तुम्हाला करायचे आहे. ओके. नाउ वी शॅल स्टॉप हिअर. नमस्कार, गुड बाय. ओके. काय अडचण, इफ यू हॅव एनी डाऊट देन